guys, you already know who is this. I am Carlos, the Colombian guy. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel, and today I would like to speak about the current situation of an American citizen that is missing in the city of Medellin, Colombia. After he went out with a girl from a club, he disappeared, he's missing, they don't know where he's at, and his sister, she's very worried about him. Apparently the brother got scolded from the girl and they don't know where he's at. So let's speak about this and let's jump in this article. My brother is missing. I called 123 in the US Embassy. I've been to these last known locations, but I seen his phone was stolen. His friend said he went home with a girl from a club. I'm praying she just escaping and took his things, but how do you find people? Is there anything else he could be doing? Here is a picture of him and me yesterday before we went out for the night. I don't know how many videos and how many samples brothers gotta see about Medellin to recognize that Medellin could be a really ruthless city sometimes. The reason why I'm saying this is because basic on the numbers, Medellin is the city in Colombia that more foreigners of an American nationality lose their life, unfortunately, in the country. It's a paradise, it could be really good, but it also could be really bad. But a lot of brothers, unfortunately, they just ignore, the red flags that people, the girls in this case, that, we're going to focus about, because majority of the case, like 97, 98% of the case that guys, they've been set up, they've been scoped, girls, they've been involved. Either, they are working girls, and some of them, they just are regular girls that they trying to, make people think like they're regular girls, but they've been in the business, they've been in game for the long time. They just trying to show, a personality that a person that they are not, just to play the long game and to get foreigners involved into all these traps. But thinking about, and speaking about this episode of the video, this is like really bad, or this topic, this is really bad, that a brother that he went out with a girl from a club. He's gone through all of this, and I just hope the brother appear as soon as as possible. All your belongings that you lose if you are beaten of this, don't worry about that. You're gonna recover, but your life will never be recovered again. So that's one of the main things. This is what my parents been teaching me at home. If you one day, for some reason, some situation of the life, you get robbed or something, don't worry about that, because the most valued thing that you have at that moment is your life, no matter what. Anything else, like I say, cell phones, laptops, chains, watches, and all these things, it can be recovered. But in my opinion, the weird thing about all of this is like he went out with a girl from the club. Now my thing is like, I wonder if the girl, she's a working girl from that club, or she's just acting like regular girl. But the bad thing is like, if she's a working girl, now the street club or the club, they had to take the heat. Because if I got settled by a girl from the club is responsible too. The reason why I'm saying this is because what I do know, I don't know a lot about Medellin, but what I do know about Cartagena is like, I'm going to speak about, the Delirium that is in Georgia now. What I do know is that the manager, the people over there, they don't allow strange girls. And the reason why they don't do that is because they know a lot of girls, they just flying in to set up foreigners, escort foreigners, and then leave. And the favorite clients, have become people from American, of American nationality, American tourists. They became the favorites and the most easy clients for all these types. The reason why I'm saying this is because, like I explained in a lot of my videos, it's more easy to settle a foreigner than to settle a Colombia. First of all, foreigners of an American nationality, in this case, they always carry more money than Colombia, majority of the case. And they weren't trying to revenge like Colombians do. First thing you're thinking, like 97% of the case people of Colombians that get set up in town, what they thinking is, how can I buy my things and how I'm gonna revenge from these people. Revenge, that include all kind of things that cross your mind, hitting somebody, got into a fight. Worst of the case, some people they're gonna get deleted. Majority in some of the case, you know what I mean? So now the gangster thing, like, they won't become my enemies. They're gonna leave, they're gonna go home. But if I set up a Colombia, now he's gonna become my enemy. Probably everywhere we see each other, we're gonna fight. So that's the reason why it's more easy for all these gangs to be setting up foreigners. But I feel sad sometimes because a lot of brothers, like, they having a good time with the girls in Colombia. They, they say they're winning, all of that. But I wonder if because some of the cases they look Colombian men, as they trade, as the enemy, all of that. And I wonder if they don't see, the real threat or where the enemy is coming from, because I see more women involved in case of American than men. But behind all these girls, of course, it had to be some men, but they are not the one facing, the reality. They are not the ones, that go to meet up with the foreigners, all of that. They the one behind all of these. But brothers, honestly, you guys need to really be careful in Medellin, Colombia. This is an old game. This is not just for foreigners. Don't trying to put that, this is just for foreigners. But foreigners, they more easy to set up. First of all, they've been chasing girls like crazy. Foreigners, we go to the jungle. Some Americans, we go to the jungle, sleep with donkeys around, with monkeys around, sleeping no bed in the floor, just to find a girl. Some of them, that's what they've been showing. So how you you're very hungry for women, and there is plenty of them in Medellin, Colombia. All kind of colors, all mixed up. So you will find some people that they will take advantage of that. And some girls that they just trying to make some quick money, all of that, and now you just have you just gonna become the victim. It's sad, fellas, but this is the reality, and it's nothing you can change if you don't take care of your back, if you don't take care of yourself in Medellin, Colombia. But honestly, like I say, if you got settled by a girl from a street club or from the club need to take the hit, and the club need to be the responsible for that, because they shouldn't allow all kind of girls. But majority of these clubs in Medellin, Colombia, and in general, majority of people that work with tourism, they don't care about tourism. They don't concern about them. The only thing they want is the dollars. This is the reality. Few people feel the love about tourism, about foreigners, like they just want to get the money and see you next time. If you come, you're lucky if you come. If you don't, we'll find another person. But what they don't realize is, like, they ruining the reputation, and they're ruining the reputation of all the people. Because for one, everybody got to pay, and everybody got to take the heat. But like I say, this is the current situation, and I hope, honestly, this brother could appear, even if he got set up, all of that, he could appear alive, all of that, because that's the main thing that he should concern about. So, fellas, thank you so much. Thank you for everything. None of this would be possible without you watching me behind the screen, and I really appreciate all of that, fellas. Now, see you soon, guys, on the next video.